Welcome to Battletech Solaris Nights, episode 139, The Hillbilly versus Vimy Jewel. It's a day. It's a new day. I don't think I have to describe to anyone living in the present times what it's like to wake up every morning and not just one, but sometimes two or three nation-shaking disasters happen all at the same time. The world of Solaris is but one of 2,000 or more in the inner sphere, but it itself is a news-generating planet. It doesn't just generate news, it's pretty much the most important planet in the inner sphere, really, besides Tukid. It has suffered riots, protests, deaths, shootings, police clashes. Last night, as your matches ended, and throughout the morning and into the day, those have continued to devolve into vehicles being broken into, supplies being stolen, arrests, jailings, fire bombings. Things are getting out of hand, and there's so many, it's not worth listing. Just know there is no silver lining beyond the fact that everyone has the grand tournament to look forward to. The Hillbilly, in preparation for your match today.
Yeah.
Some are calling it possibly your final match. This is your fated rival, Vimy Diamond Shark, now known as Vimy Jewel, Star Captain Vimy Jewel. He is a man who does things with multiple benefits. He doesn't just go into a mech match to win a mech match. He didn't come to Solaris to be a mech warrior. Everything he does has multiple positive outcomes for him. And as he continues to sell these pristine, signed collector's edition hot otokos, he is gathering the hearts and minds of the people of the inner sphere. But more importantly, each one he signs is another bullet in a gun, and when that gun is shot at you, it will remove you from the Solaris Hollywood, the Solaris Wood community. He has made no attempt to hide the fact that you have been what he has called a untrustworthy business partner in the past. And among the clans, among the merchant casts of the clans, and among the warriors of Clan Diamond Shark, to be an untrustworthy trader is among the greatest of insults one can give.
Interesting, yeah.
It is only slightly better than calling someone a coward or a traitor. You are on the rise. You slated to be a new king, a new Michael Bay, a new, who's the guy who did Jurassic Park? Spielberg?
Yeah.
With your Immortal Warrior crown achieved, you stand upon the precipice of greatness, but you have to pass through the doors. You have to start getting the Immortal Warrior movies out now that you're the new series director. And if those doors close before you, they will never reopen.
Right.
Losing here, losing in this battle, could be the end of both of your careers. And as a result, I think she's your wife now, right?
Yeah, we'll say sure, yeah.
Has arranged for all of the original members, even though they had a falling out, of Minxtas, to show up in support of your match today, bringing along with them all of their followers and social media presence on the Comstar News Network, which was formerly known as the Diamond Shark WhisperNet.
Right. I mean, publicity is king, so.
Some have said that.
That's just a good thing for me. Yeah. See, I mean, and Hillbilly, all he's hearing right about this, though, is that really Vimy sees him as a threat. if he's
Vimy
coming
does
at
see
him.
you as a threat.
Right.
He's always granted you that level of respect.
Mm-hmm.
He's never underplayed the threat that you are.
Yeah, and that's exactly how.
Oh, is that what you're saying?
Approaching.
You know, in your press releases, I'm a threat.
Yeah,
to him.
yeah. I mean, that's basically how Hillbilly responds. Is that he's bringing up all of these accusations and things about being an untrustworthy trader. He knows that I've kept my end of the deal. That I've always been honest, and he's coming at me now because he sees me as a threat to his reputation, to his future here on Solaris, and we're going to put a stop to that today.
Who do you want to interview with?
Oh, let's see. So, today's a Duncan Fisher day, I feel like.
You think today's Duncan? I haven't. It's for people who are watching this after release. It is a long time between episodes now. A really long time. I just want to make that clear. Like, if you're not looking at the dates these episodes are released by, it used to be we would do. I mean, when the show started, we were doing like 6 episodes in 1 week.
Yeah.
And then we cut it down to 3 episodes a week, alternating weeks. Now we're down to like 1 episode a month because of the PvP aspect, making it harder for everybody to have their schedules aligned.
Yeah.
Duncan Fisher. God, what does he sound like? George Ladeau. Gotta bring it down. Duncan Fisher here, outside the Steiner Coliseum with the Hillbilly, my good friend. The Hillbilly, today's match is going to be sponsored by Hermenin Cologne. When you need to smell like a man, consider Harmen.
Very manly. Very, very manly. Yeah. Fantastic. Well, and on the line of sponsors, quick shout out to Kingsley Defense Industries, the providers of the mech that I'll be bringing to the battlefield today. They're securing our future.
Our future is certainly what's on the table today. A lot of people are saying that when you are facing down with a Klansman like this, we're looking at the mercantile future of the inner sphere. Will it be the normal way we have done business in the last 200 years? Or are we going to switch to a socialist economy run by the Diamond Sharks? One side says yes, the other side says no. Where do you bring your opinion down on?
Well, I know certainly that I'm going to be walking away the victor here. And can you really say that the Diamond Sharks operate in some sort of socialist way? Come on, I've had plenty of dealings with them. They are all about that profit, whether it's, cash or power. They're all about it. Don't you?
Admittedly, though, that is externally with other organizations. One doesn't socialize foreign affairs. Duncan would not say that, but Anyway, I'm a man who knows more about the mechs than I do about the mechanics behind financing. Why don't you tell me what you want to say today before you go into this match?
Yeah, what I want to say today is that this one's for Azator. He put up a valiant fight against Vimy. I really appreciate what he did. I think he showed his stuff, and I'm gonna take this one home for him. And Vimy, come on, Vimy. You know what's going to happen. Today's the day we find out who's the real Khan.
Okay. You entered the arena first. What's your intro look like?
Okay, well, so my intro, let's see. I think what happens is you start to hear the theme song to Who's the Khan. Kind of start to play. And there's just a crowd of people who are now walking on the battlefield, and it's a series of cosplayers, right? And half of them are cosplaying as Hillbilly's character from Who's the Khan, and half are cosplaying as Vimy's character, right? And they're all walking towards the victor that is standing on the field there, and all decked out in Duchy of Andurian colors. And an announcer voice comes on, and only one will remain standing. Will the real Khan please stand up? There's a record scratch, and it switches to speed metal cover of the theme itself. And there you go. There you go. Fireworks start like popping off and thunder, and then a big spotlight hits the mech, and Hillbilly's already up in the cockpit, hanging out in his jorts and waving to the crowd. And then like just an even bigger explosion and lights flash. And then all of the Vimy cosplayers are now falling down and laying on the ground. And all the Hillbilly cosplayers are up and flexing and like making victory poses and all that kind of stuff. And then, yeah, I guess Hillbilly just opens the mic and says, "Let's do this." Woo! And there we go.
Aha Otoko enters the arena. Gone are the sales portfolio for the Ha Otoko. Instead, all of the screens are totally black. And then we hear a slightly Western-tuned piano. And it's not clear what's happening. It's playing a slowed-down, piano-only version of the Who's the Con theme. And then the rest of the orchestra is slowly coming in, but it's a slow, stately, bombastic version of Who's the Con. And the clans do not have a lot of what one would call entertainment or creativity, right? But the one thing every clan maintains a lot of is drummers. In fact, of the lower caste, drummers are considered some of the highest ranking laborers because of their importance in warrior caste society rituals. And so as this song continues to go on, it starts out with the Jurassic Park movie re-releases that have been coming out, where it does a dun 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 dun, and it becomes the Imperial March version of Who's the Con theme.
Okay.
As a 5-star con decked cape with a fake clan from the show Who's the Con. That logo. I don't remember. Did we ever choose what clan it was supposed to be?
I don't think so.
It has to be a fictional one, though, or otherwise Vimy gets in a lot of trouble. What is the name of the clan in Who's the Con?
Yeah. Oh, man. I mean, you got to mix some things in there, right?
What?
Like Cloud
You got
Steel,
Wolverines
like...
and wolves, right? Black Widows.
Yeah.
These are things that really exist, but then you've also got Fire Mandrills, which don't exist.
That's true.
Jade Falcons. So you just need like a color adjacent word animal, and you're usually pretty good. Cloud Cobra. But then you have blood spirits, which don't have any of that.
Right. What is even a blood spirit? Who can say?
It's a shitty animal that everyone hates, like ice aliens.
That's fair. Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's just a mashup of at least a few of them, right? Like Fire Cobra, you know, Fire Cloud Cobra or something. Right?
I actually like Fire Cobra. That's really good.
Right.
So it's got a 5-star Fire Cobra cape on it. And as his intro ends, he gold bricks it. He Hollywoods it. He goes past the allotted speaking time as from his mech cockpit he says, "I'm Vimy Jewel. My opponent wants to tell you today that he is an honorable traitor. He refutes my claims. Know that he is a liar. My opponent did business with me. His organization did business with my organization. And his people attacked us. They turned our own weapons that we had sold them against us. They committed acts of terrorism against us. They did not treat us with respect, with fairness. They declared no trials of Bachals. And even when we worked beside them to overcome these differences, they continued to attack us, both overt and covertly. I say that this man who lies now has no honor and deserves no respect or decency in this arena. And I have nothing further to add in this regard. Vimy Jewel out.
Rude. Oh, Vimy.
Now who's the con?
Yeah. That was a strong play.
All right. Vimy locks up an 8 on initiative.
I got a 10.
Well, shit. Where do you want to come in from?
I will choose this side.
Very well. I am placed.
All right. These ruins aren't actually like height, right? If I remember correctly.
I mean, they're too high. It costs a +1 to shoot through them.
Okay.
And if you want to transit through them, it costs +1 movement, and you have to make a PSR for each space you go through.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Got an 8 on the initiative again.
I got a 6. So
go ahead. Take a chance.
Here we go.
Make your move.
Take a chance. Well, I guess let's see. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, that's a problem. Now I can't hide somewhere from you and pummel you from afar.
Yeah, I might have seen that.
Yeah.
Oh, indirect fire thing.
So you have
Your cards are on the table. Is he not facing me?
That's correct.
Oh. All right. Oh, right. I forgot my movement dice. One on the run. All right. So wait, do you shoot first? Yeah, or no? I shoot first.
You shoot first, actually.
And we are how many away? Looks like
more than 12. So
more than
you're
12.
going to be firing long range with whatever your other weapon is.
Yeah. So my large pulse laser at long range and start at the 1, add 2, add 1. So we're at 4. And then +2 for the long range, hitting at 6. And then what is -2 for pulses or -1?
-2 for pulses.
-2. So hitting on 4. That'll hit. And that is, wait, is this your rear?
Left.
Left side. Okay. So that is left torso for 10.
Okay.
And that's all that I can hit you with.
I'm throwing out left arm, left torso, LRM 20, then LRM 10.
Okay.
You are his... Oh, I might not be taking that. Hold on. Let me double check what I have. Well, that's really unfortunate.
Ruh-roh.
Okay, so the weapon specialist doesn't apply to the LRM 10. Sure.
Okay.
And then I do have Blood Hunter from last. Oh, no, I don't. Nope. I've got the thing that now no longer has any value. That's the luck of the draw. Losing initiative and also fighting in this arena. Both of them have combined to make this a little bit harder. All right. So I don't have Blood Hunter.
I'm okay with that.
So, 1, 2, 3. And some shooting at 7s and 9s, I think.
Okay.
That's a miss.
Nice.
That's also a miss.
Hey.
It's a bad start.
Yeah. Hillbilly will open comms and just say, Vimy, it's just too bad that I can't actually beat you at your strong suit.
Wow.
Because he's an aerospace pilot, not a mech pilot. I have a 9. Oh, okay. Well.
So
1, 2, 3.
He doesn't
4,
respond.
5, 6. No response. That's fair.
Yeah, he's made clear. That wait, hold on a second. I might have just messed something up.
Uh-oh.
Okay, that's better now.
All right, well, after you.
Okay, 7 hexes away, which is my short range and not your short range.
That's true.
Works for me. Go ahead.
Okay. Oh man, it's a new mech. I gotta figure out the heat here. And okay. And yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna Alpha Strike. So
We're gonna do a very dangerous life.
You got to do it. It's part of it. It's more fun that way. So you said we were 7 away?
You know that Asator lost using this exact strategy, right?
Did he? But trust me, this will work out. I believe in.
We are 7 away.
I believe in the luck that Hillbilly's got. All right. So 7 away. I'm going to fire the large pulse first, 4 medium pulses, and the Ultra AC-20 in Ultra mode last. Everything is firing at medium range. So I will be shooting at, let's see, so 3, 4. Yeah, everything's going to be starting at that 4 bay. Wait, is that it? No. Yeah, 4, starting at 4 and then add range. So the pulse lasers hit on 3 and the AC-20 hits on 5. So large pulse up first. That hits, and we are at front this time, right?
Yep.
So left arm for 10.
Okay.
First medium pulse hits, and that's center torso for 7. Second medium pulse hits, and that is right torso for 7. Third medium pulse hits, and that is center torso for 7. The fourth medium pulse, oof, that actually misses, but we're going to luck that. And that'll hit. That'll hit. So that is right torso for 7. And then the Ultra AC-20 hitting on 5. That will just hit. And that is an 8 on the cluster. So that's both shots hitting. First is left arm for 20.
Yeah, the arm's gone.
Okay. And any of that go internal?
No, but you need to roll to see if you blow the ammunition.
Okay.
Well, technically, you already have the roll. You just need to just check to see if you get a 6 on 1d6 twice.
On 1d. Wait, say it again. Sorry.
You need to check to see if you get a 6 on 1d6 twice.
2 6s. On 1.
You just need 1 6. If either of them are 6, you blow the ammo.
Gotcha. That's a 6.
So as the arm is being destroyed, the ammo is destroyed as well, giving him 2 head hits.
Oof. Vimy.
He also has to lose one of his SPAs. Okay.
All right.
Keep going.
And the second hit is going to go, let's see, that is left leg for 20.
Okay. He's going to do 2 LRM 20s. Well, not like that.
Oof.
That is the minimum he needed to hit. 16 missiles hit. First 5 are right torso.
Okay.
Right arm.
All right.
Right torso.
All right. 1 point.
Final 1 point is left arm.
Left arm. All right. I go up to 6 heat. A little spicy.
He needs to make a check to stay standing. He needed a 3, 4. So he got it. And then a consciousness check for both of the head hits.
Oh, go night-night.
No, he's good.
All right. Well.
Still, this isn't good. That was an enormous hit.
Yeah. Did that take out any weapons?
LRM 10 in the arm. Let's roll.
Let's roll.
7.
7. Oh, jinx.
Can't jinx me, bro.
8.
9.
Oh, all right. Well, what will I do? I will. Where will Vimy go? Predictions. I just don't know.
I feel like that episode with Drunk Sherlock where it's just question marks everywhere.
It's true. Anything could happen. What does it mean?
When you've removed the impossible, whatever remains, however unlikely, must be possible.
I will take 2 steps forward. Oh.
He moves into swinging range.
He's gonna do it. That's right. Diamond sharks don't really have this hang up, do they?
They don't. But also he declared that you were an unworthy coward.
Oh, right.
Rules are off.
Right. I forgot.
I mean, he laid out a a technically correct case that you betrayed him not once but twice on weapons dealings.
I mean,
your organization betrayed him.
That's right. He was not doing,
You
business.
Personally may not have, but you were a representative of a dishonorable organization.
You can make his argument. Well,
In clan society, you would have been resolved to fight that organization to the death, to reform it or rule it.
That's true.
Well, it's just cultural differences.
Exactly. They are absolutists, and I'm just trying to live and let live over here.
He's gonna absolutely try to crush you, despite the difficulties inherent in that plane right now.
I would really like to not let him do that. So I think that it is my turn to shoot.
It is. Make some choices.
Right? So
wise ones.
Let's see. Let's double check the heat here and make sure I fully understand how this all works.
Well, how hot are you right now?
I am at 6. So I have a -1 to movement, but no plus to fire just yet. So, and I don't want to bump that heat up at all by any means. I will forego firing the large pulse laser and fire 4 medium pulse lasers in the Ultra AC-20 in Ultra mode. These are obviously all at short range. So I start at 1, add 1, add 1. We're at 3, -2 on the pulses. So those really can't miss, thankfully. And then the Ultra will hit on, just 3. So here we go. Wait, did I do that? Yeah, 3. So medium pulse is first. That hits. And that is right torso for 7.
Okay.
Second medium pulse also hits. And that is right torso for 7.
That's internal with 3 crits.
With 3 crits. Hey, come on, guys. Let's go see.
There are 4 LRM-20 and 3 ammo spots.
Nice. 2-3.
2-3 is a LRM-20.
Okay. A 4-3.
Roll again.
A 3-3.
You've already hit that location.
Okay. 5-4.
Nope.
1-5.
That is an ammo spot.
Sweet. And a 5-6.
No.
Not going to do nothing. A 4-5. Not nothing. A 2-5.
Already hit.
A 2-1.
Okay.
LRM-20. All right.
Now you need to roll again to see if the ammo box crits again.
That is a 1-1. All right.
So he's only at 4 hits.
4 Vimy. That's brutal.
Okay, keep shooting.
All right, yeah. What was that? That was the second medium pulse, I believe. Yeah. All right, we're gonna say third is hit. Yep, and that's center torso for 7.
Okay.
And the last hits, and that is right leg for 7. And the Ultra AC-20 is going to hit, and that is not enough on the cluster for both shots. Can I luck the cluster roll?
Yeah. Nothing's stopping you. I'll get the dice for you.
Oh, cool. All right, let's do it.
Apparently other people can't see these dice. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, there we go. All right, that's both shots. The first one hits the left arm, which is, I think,
it's internal.
Gone. Yeah. No crit on that, unfortunately. And the second shot goes to center torso.
It's internal.
No crit. Sad.
Okay. Someone just sent me the bundle of holdings latest thing, which is a tabletop RPG where there's a zombie apocalypse.
Okay.
And the people who can't afford to live in the clean zone are forced to run mercenary jobs in the infected zone. And the tagline is either the dead or the debt will get you.
Mm.
And I'm super interested in it, but I'm not going to get it because I'll never get a group for it and no one will watch it because it's so unknown. And that's, I think like that might be the most deeply sad commentary on the genre. That said, I'm gonna kill Vimy next round, so don't worry about it. Even if I survive this round, which is not clear, I'm definitely killing him intentionally next round.
All right.
He still
Sweet,
has
Jamie.
both LRM 20 launchers right now,
Okay.
and the LRM 10 launcher, because those don't blow off until the end of the round. I was not going to use the LRM 10, so I'm still not going to use it. I need to keep my heat low so that I could alpha strike you in the back next round. So I'm sticking with that strategy, even though I, as a person from the future, know that he is doomed to lose almost all his weaponry.
Yeah.
So, he just needs really low numbers to hit you. He does. 12 missiles will hit.
Okay.
Right arm.
Right arm.
Right torso.
All right. Really hitting that right side good.
2 damage left torso.
Okay.
That will also hit. That's trash. 9 missiles will hit. First 5 are center torso.
Okay. Well, that was clean.
Left torso for 4.
Okay.
He needs to make a piloting check, as do you.
Yeah.
He is successful. Then he needs to make a consciousness check. He needs a 7.
Good on my pilot.
He also needs a 10. I'm going to spend a second point of edge on that.
Ooh.
That is still a failure. He is unconscious.
Good night, sweet Vimy.
So he is unconscious. His mech's still standing. It is still the same round, physical attack phase.
Right.
You are close enough. You can physically see him knocked out. Neuro helmet damage. There's burn marks around his temples, and his hair is on fire.
Yeah.
You have technically free shots right here.
I do. But I've won at this point.
Have you?
Hillbilly,
When he wakes up, the fight's still on.
Oh, that's right. He can wake up.
Yeah. He just needs to roll 10 every round. Are you a chivalrous mech warrior who will allow your opponent to wake up? You have been in the past. It would certainly be quite a choice to execute an opponent now.
Yeah, well, that's just it. It's like my assumption was that I was just going to, hands off and be done here. But I think
you look outside your mech. You think you've won, but the referees are not waving you off. That's not how this goes.
Calling it. They're not calling it.
His team is not calling this match until he's victor or dead.
Yeah. So this round, Hillbilly will to wrap up, with this physical attack phase, he will open comms and say, "Is anybody going to stop this? He's done." And
silence.
And wait there.
Silence. Okay. So, let's see if he wakes up next round.
Yep.
He also has no edge now. It should be. He does.
He does.
He does.
All
right. He also dies, and I'll tell you why. It's because he uses combat intuition. He takes his whole turn before you, although he does so now with a +6 penalty to everything, and shoots you in the back. The ultimate disrespect he can offer another warrior. he would have physically attacked you as well had he been awake at the time.
Right. Of course.
Yeah, well, instead of a thunderous barrage of 50 LRMs, I got one LRM-20 launcher that probably won't hit. Actually, I rolled high enough that I do hit.
All right.
7 on a 20 is 12 missiles.
Okay.
Right leg for 5.
All right.
Rear center torso for 5.
No problems.
Right arm for 2.
Okay.
Vimy dies.
Vimy dies.
He is so exhausted. He's fighting in a machine that is not what he was genetically born to do. He's been fighting for days over and over again with little to no rest, just like everybody else. His stress is catching up with him. But really, in the end, what kills Vimy is his pride, but also heart failure.
But also
pride and heart failure. The numerous electrical shocks to his brain have thrown his entire electrical system off. And he dies seizing and having heart failure in his mech. The mech, of course, responds to his controls by like falling behind you on the ground, and like occasionally a knee will move. It's not exactly like the mech is also having a spasm, because it requires complex input to move a mech, right? It's just generally interpreting his movements right up until the moment he dies, in which case the mech is no longer getting his brainwaves, his gyroscope, and then the whole mech just collapses like a puppet with its strings cut because it doesn't know which way's up anymore. It's a rough ending for Vimy, but for you, the crowd roars. I mean, you not only defeated your opponent, but allowed him to defeat himself. There's a sense of bloodthirst. It's not even that people are glad that Vimy is dead. They were just glad that they could be here on this historic moment where someone died. It's such a big deal that someone died in their mech during the tournament. What a match. People are going to be talking about this one for years.
This is the first match that Hillbilly's had where his opponent has actually died. He didn't specifically kill him, but
it's true.
Yeah. So
if only he had still a point of edge left.
If only
he had stayed awake at any point.
Yeah. If only he hadn't had all of those ammo.
If only I'd swapped the SPA that lets you shoot without seeing people for Blood Hunter, so I could have got a -1 on some rolls.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Or taken sniper or a bunch of other things, but this is it. This is the end of Vimy. He was a contender, but he got obliterated in this match.
Yeah.
It doesn't help that this is one of the smallest maps available and was a direct counter to his playstyle.
Yeah. If I had gone, the opposite direction wise on that map, you could have gotten that indirect fire going a little bit with that hill.
Yes.
But yeah, I mean, literally one round being able to stomp into range of that Ultra AC-20 for me was a big help.
His team heads out in order to gather what's called a gift take. Clanners assume that you need to you use the biological DNA of the greatest warriors to help make greater warriors, right? You happen to know that Vimy and who is the Jade Falcon / Fire Mandrill guy?
Omega
Tanaga. They shared a common parent.
Oh, okay.
Obviously it was the dude, because blood names are transferred matrilineally.
Okay.
But they share a common parent. It is assumed that if you collect the DNA of a warrior who has died in battle, that DNA is more rich and abundant in genetic superiority than something gathered earlier in your career, and that's called the gift take.
Okay.
I mean, the clans are as spiritual as and superstitious as any other organization that has ever existed, you know?
Sure.
They claim to be pure rationalists, but they still do weird shit.
100%.
So they're out there. It's like, I don't know that the recent Dune movie covered it, but the other Dune miniseries have all covered when the Fremen drain somebody of all their blood, and then they're like, oh, whoa, whoa, we're not drinking their blood. Their water belongs to the tribe. Yes. They head out there with a bunch of weird looking equipment and like they just like emergency break the canopy open and just start draining him live on television so they can get their gift take.
It's gruesome.
What about you? Rather than watch this, and the people here are thrilled. You know, only half the arena can see it because of the way that the mech fell right, and the people who are on the wrong side are like getting out of their seats and filtering so they can watch the grisly gift take ritual of a recently deceased warrior being, you know, dismembered so that they can get to the heart and remove the pure warrior DNA essence from its source.
Yeah, so I think Hillbilly will basically go over and start partying with the Mixtas. That's his move here.
Totally different vibe.
He's like, that's not for me. He will very quickly like kind of pop the canopy and give whatever sort of like he would have asked Seth before this, like, hey, if I beat Vimy, like, you know, he's talking a lot of shit. What is the thing I can do that's like, you know, gives him respect, but also sort of like is a little bit of a fuck you, right? Like, and that's what he does, and whatever that is in clan culture, as like sort of like a salute, but kind of like, I got you, like I won. And then he's off partying.
You could establish that you believe this to have been an honorable clan trial, which would honor him. But you could claim that husk of a hot Otoko as Isorla and take it for your own. Yeah. With Vimy's signature still on the center torso that's intact.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'll do.
The Diamond Shark bondsmen and lower castes who are worshipfully removing the gift take stare at you with a hatred beyond genetic superiority. It's a personal offense that you've destroyed their demigod, the person who has changed Diamond Shark society, who's altered Solaris, who's changed the fate of nations with his deals, and you would dare to interrupt this ritual and say that it was a glorious combat? You, a filthy suret, but they can't do anything about it. They can't do anything about it. Yep. Your crew begins airlifting the broken machine out after somebody gently removes Vimy's body. And he is laid on the sands of the Colosseum for the whole inner sphere to watch as he is ritualistically dismembered. The referees, looking disgusted, still don't get involved because that would be against Solaris law.
Right.
Which is to respect the laws of the individual cultures that come to the planet.
That's how it goes.
It's a Diamond Shark affair.
Yeah.
Do you want to interview with anybody on the way out? You don't need to. It's a somber affair,
you know, I'll just,
perhaps.
Yeah. I mean, Hillbilly won't interview with anybody. He will issue a statement, and it will essentially just be, you know, Vimy and I had a lot of history, and he walked down a path of animosity that I feel like he did not have to do. And I have a lot of respect for what he did on the battlefield, and, you know, a lot of respect for the history that we share. And in that light, I just like to say, well fought. And then, you know, cut to
I have two questions to follow up with.
Okay.
One, this is your first time watching somebody die in the arena. Do you think that would generate a point of stress for you?
I mean, it's not his first time watching someone die in general. You know, he did do the mercenary mission and do those things where he definitely killed people at that at that stage. So I would say not specifically, but he's definitely it could.
What about the second one? Is, are you shaken by the death of Vimy? I mean, this is a man. He basically like crawled out of a pit of burning lava, Darth Vader style, to kill you at the end.
Yeah,
it was a feeble and weak attempt, but his hatred for you was so contemptuous, he literally died trying to kill you.
Yeah, that would push Hillbilly past the normal. I would say that's like top tier kind of horror show a little bit as far as he's concerned. Like, you know, he had won, right? Like he radios and he's like, stop this, like, you know, I'm on top, and then Vimy literally kills himself to try to win. So yeah, I'd say
have you ever seen Obi-Wan Has PTSD?
I have not. No.
Someone stitched together the scenes from the first movie, episode 4, where he's talking about the history of the Jedi Knights and Luke's father, with scenes from the prequel trilogy that, like, you know, Alec Guinness is just like looking out. He actually looks like someone who has, you know, has seen something very traumatic. And they basically like stitch in the scenes. I feel like that's you right now, that you're like remembering all of your times with Vimy. They weren't always so hostile, but it's not like you haven't fought before,
right?
Whether it's on the boardroom or the battlefield. And in the background, almost as a comical juxtaposition, the Minxes are talking about, now that they're older, wiser, now that, you know, they can't carry their career as, you know, the most attractive people on the block, essentially. There's nothing wrong with them all being beautiful women, but it's Solaris. Everybody wants the new, youngest, hottest thing, right?
Right.
They're getting together. They're talking about putting together a show called The Landscape that talks about daily, just the landscape of Solaris and the Inner Sphere, just daily stuff. Just get together, talk about it on television, basically like a podcast.
Yeah,
It's The View. It's The View.
Yeah, I
for
know.
Solaris.
I got you. Oh my god, I love it.
It's the next step to their career. Is now we're the Minxes. We're back together again now. We're not going to talk about what happened in the past. We're all still rich and famous. You get the idea that this was your wife's real plan all along.
Right.
Was to pitch this here and now.
It's a launch point. Yeah. It makes total sense. I mean, Hillbilly, the ever supportive husband in this scenario, would certainly be just fine with that, and does his best to sort of throw little tidbits there into any of the sound bites that he's giving, right? Just to promote the landscape.
Okay. Let's talk about repairing your mech.
Okay. No internal, just armor.
Oh, wait, can you even repair it before we're done?
It is unrepairable before we're done.
That's true.
Yeah.
You realize your next opponent is Seth Kubrinsky,
I do.
Right?
I do. Yeah. That's the scary one. No.
I mean, after Seth, you could be facing, you know, Mr. 100-ton clan death machine, or alternatively, you could be facing Amos Everett.
Yeah.
So basically, all of your options are psychos.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely Amos Everett. It's basically transformed into the Terminator at this point.
It's not great. Your options are all bad, but if you want to be number one in the Inner Sphere, you got to take down the other baddists.
That's right. That's what it takes. So
it's like Jurassic Park, you know. If you want to be the Indominus Rex, you have to be able to eat all the other Rexes.
Is that how it works?
Yes. It's exactly how it works in the movie. If you fail to eat the other Rexes, they eat you. That's the story of the movie.
I think I saw the first Jurassic World. No, it's it.
Yeah, Yeah, Jurassic World. Listen, Jurassic Park and Jurassic Park 2: The Lost World, those were good ones. 3 was okay. Jurassic World was awful.
Yeah.
That's what I'm playing the Jurassic World Evolution 2 video game, though. So all the people that are in Jurassic World, except for Chris Pratt, are voice actors in that one.
Are they really?
Yeah, they reprised their character. They replaced Chris Pratt. It's the same character. His name's still Owen Grady. And it's still Chris Pratt's face. But they have somebody else who is not Chris Pratt doing the voice acting, and it is awful. It's comical how bad it is.
That's really funny.
All right. Got any other closing thoughts before we sign off on this one?
Man, closing thoughts. I really thought this would go a little bit differently at the end of the day. I thought for sure that one of those crits would slip in there, but I'm very happy that Hillbilly walks away.
The triple crit on the right torso was demolishing.
Yeah.
It's like what happened to Asator. Once you get that level of disaster, pulling out of a nosedive is not possible.
Yep. I said before the match that this one was for Asator, and you know that's where karma came in.
He died
on my
just
side.
like Asator, killing himself. I didn't know what Stonearm was doing. Like, I started doing the math, and I was like, "Wow, that's so brave." Building, 28 points of heat, and he's like, "Wait, what?"
I did what?
I've done it before, though. I instant killed one of my own dire wolves. So
yeah,
it's just something you do when you're mounting that much weaponry.
Mm-hmm.
The thing to do at the time.
Exactly. Sometimes you just gotta.
All right. If you don't have any other thoughts, we're done here, friends.
Yeah, I'm good to go.
I'll see you in several days for Varen versus Cain Damiel, which will probably not be called that because I'll remember what their character names are. I swear. Have a good time, Zone.